Welcome back to Veil of Dev MTG to a special mid-season video. This is something a little bit different than I have done. I have not done one of these before, so I hope you guys will, first of all, enjoy it. Second of all, leave your feedback down below and also your comments, suggestions, and anything you'd like to let me know. Before we get started on this beautiful new video I'm trying to do, remember, like, share, subscribe, ring the bell, and don't forget you can even binge, because there is now so many videos on the channel you can binge it all. So now let's get started with what I like to call my personal top 5 Kamigawa Neon Dynasty cards for Commander, EDH, and CDH basically. Remember, this is my list, what the cards I like, of the things I think will be either fun or would want to try or wanted to try or wish to see. It may not be the same for everyone, so that's why if you don't agree or if you have cards that I did not mention, use the comments, fire away. And let's get started with an honorable mention. And the honorable mention is obviously a really good meme, You Are Already Dead. Now this card will most definitely not ever see play in EDH or CDH. It's not good. I mean, 1 mana instant destroy target creature that was low damage this turn and draw a card is not playable, even though it's a black cantrip. Doesn't matter. This is here simply for the memes. Other formats have their memes. We're gonna use this in our consultation line. We will name the card You Are Already Dead, and that will be the best meme when we go for the win. Hopefully we'll not get stopped, because then we will not, live up to whatever this card is supposed to be. But yeah, I wanted to put this as an honorable mention, and now let's get on to the list. Number 5. Now number 5, I put Greasefang, the Okiba boss. It's a 1 white and a black legendary red pilot for free, which says at the beginning of combat on your turn, return target vehicle card from your graveyard to the battlefield. It gains haste, returning to its owner's hand at the beginning of your next end step. Now, I don't think this will ever see play in CDH. There are way better Orders of Commanders, but I believe this will be really, really funny in what somebody described. I had a conversation about this on Discord. Turbo Parhelion or Turbo Sovereign Skyship decks, where you just put those vehicles that either leave bodies be like Parhelion or Skyship Sovereign, which deals damage, and this is a beginning of combat. It's not an attack trigger, which means Greasefang can actually crew, for example, Parhelion, which is, I think, funny. So, yeah, and I have a soft spot for rats on bikes. You will see down the list, probably. And, yeah, again, I probably will not see much play, but if it does, I hope to see it, or hope to even be there, because I think this will be a really fun way to build around maybe something. It's not the best, but definitely jank. And I'm all in for jank. Number 4. Now, number 4, I put Atsushi the Blazing Sky, which is for 2 and red, a legendary dragon spirit. Flying trample. When Atsushi the Blazing Sky dies, choose one. Either you exile the top cards of your library and you may play them until your next turn, or you create free treasure tokens. Now, I was originally thinking actually building a mono red CDH deck based on this. But the more I thought about it, I'm not really a monocolored player, even though I'm a fan of this particular card. And I probably know that for sure some people have built it, and I do hope that maybe in a Dragon pile or Kamigawa pile, I will either get to see this or play this. For me, personally, this will go into my Chainer deck. Let me explain why. Because also I have a casual Chainer Reanimator deck. But yeah, there's a very simple combo with Atsushi with Nim Death Mantle and Ashn's Altar, and obviously I have both those cards in my deck to make basically infinite mana and exile your entire library and just cast all the spells. Shout out to Commander Spellbook. I recommend this site anytime you want to look up combos or how the combos are made, the lines, etc, etc. Hashtag not sponsored. And yeah, I do hope to actually pull this off, and my deck will be for sure really funny. But yeah, as far as free card combos, not CDH, maybe high, I have no idea, but for casual, I love it. So yeah, moving on. Number 3. Now, to get the elephant out of the room, I'm gonna cheat a little and I'm gonna put 5 cards on the number 3 spot, which will be the 5 legendary channel lands, because channel on these lands is just insane, and outside even of CDH, this will be these lands will probably be staples in many formats: vintage, legacy, modern, even standard will probably see some play. And yeah, all these lands are good, but I wanna point out 3 of my favorites, because you know 3 is my lucky number, and those are Takenuma, Abandoned Mire, Bosija Who Endures obviously, and Otawara Soaring City. Mill and Reanimate to hand, awesome, I like it. I already have a deck where I want to put this in. Boseiju is, I think, the most wanted card out of this, and yeah, I also already have a deck for it, but it basically destroys a target artifact, enchantment, or non-basic land. It does ramp your opponent a little bit, but you know, who cares? Get rid of a stack piece or anything. And then there is obviously Otawara, which is a bounce spell, and all the channel abilities are cheaper based on the number of legendary creatures you control. I wish it's legendary creatures or planeswalkers, because I do play a lot of Tevesh. That'd be funny, but I guess that would be a little bit more broken. But yeah, these 3 are my favorites, and I do having there are my want list, and I want them all. Probably the black one even maybe twice. But yeah, enough said about these awesome lands. Number 2. Now for the number 2 spot, I put Nashi, Moon Sage's Scion. Again, another rat, and again, another motorbike rat. And Nashi is a 3-mana legendary 3/2, but it has ninjutsu for 4, and whenever Nashi deals damage, combat damage, not damage, just deals damage, exile the top card of each player's library. Until the end of turn, you may play one of those, and if you do, you pay life. So it's like a mini Bolas Citadel. I do have a more in-depth video where me and Mons from CDH TV talk about this. Link either in the description or in a card, or both. One of those things where we go in depth of what we think about this card, where this card could see play in CDH. The only negative part is we'll never probably see as a CDH as a competitive commander from the command zone, because even though Nashi has ninjutsu, it's not commander ninjutsu, which means 99 is probably where this card will shine. And yeah. Number 1. I should probably put a disclaimer on this that remember, this is still a standard set, and sometimes standards obviously cards are not as busted as like other cards sometimes. Well, looking at Boseiju and channel lands, but we also get some special cards in set booster / collector booster box, and this is when this card got spoiled. I lost my mind personally, and that's Ruthless Technomancer for 3 and a black. It's a creature human wizard, 2/4. When it enters the battlefield, you may sacrifice another creature you control. If you do, create a number of treasure tokens equal to its creature's power. Not CMC, power, which can be really abused. And also has a really nice 2 and a black, sacrifice X artifacts, return target creature card with power X or less, again power, from your graveyard to the battlefield, but X can't be 0. So you can return something that has 0 power like a clone, but you still have to sack an artifact. I just love this card. I'm not yet 100% sure how busted it can get, or how to break it really. I've been thinking all night about doing some strange loops with Blood for Bones, or maybe some other stuff. There are probably people brewing with this already, and much smarter people will figure this out. But anyways, I know I will put this in my casual list, but I definitely will put this also to test in one of my CDH decks. I'll just have to, you know, crack it open. And another disclaimer, you have probably not seen in any of this another legendary creature that said I want to play as a commander, except for, you know, Atsushi. That is because none of the other legendary creatures, even though some of them are great, some more than others, there is not a single creature that kind of, you know, gave me that urge. I want to build this, I want to play this as my commander, I want to build a deck around it. I was actually really hoping there would be, but you know, sometimes you just don't get there. Sometimes the spark does not get ignited. So probably New Kapana, let's hope so. I mean, there are 3 colors, and 3 colors are my favorites, but don't fret, I have a 2-color deck that I will probably start during Season 4 to play. And between seasons probably you'll see some of it. I'm looking forward to finishing it. I'm still missing a few cards. But yeah, I just went off the rails and started talking about something different. So yeah, these are my top 5 Kamigawa Neon Dynasty cards for EDH and CDH or CDH. And yeah, again, leave your comments down. Leave your notes, whatever your cards are favorite, what you want to brew. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this set, because this set is actually really nice. I enjoyed both the art, the aesthetic, and the theme of it. And I hope we get to see more fun stuff like this, or even different, you know, broaden the horizon. This is Cedh signing out. I'll see you guys behind the veil.